Hello, it's Leslie here. Today I'm going to look at this rim here, the Stan's Crest Mark IV. But before I do, I just wanted to tell you a little secret about myself, and that is I usually prefer brands that aren't someone's name, like Richie or Gary Fisher, or in this case, Stan's. I usually prefer something that's a made up name, like Zip or Dead 3T or something like that. Also, I tend to have a preference for brands that have been around a long time, like at least since the 90s. So I would normally get a wheel set from some well-established company like Spinergy or Mavic. But in this case, this is going to be a special wheel because I don't know if you can tell from there, but this is going to be a 24-inch wheel set for my downhill bike. So anyway, but the thing with this, so this is why I chose Stan's, mainly because it's one of the only wheels that is available in a small size and also with a low spoke hole drilling number. Like in this case, I wanted something with 24 holes, and so they make that, so I got that. And actually I was quite impressed. So where should I begin? First off, the first thing I do when I get a rim, I try to check where the seam is, where the join is. It's kind of a bit funny, but it's like something like a habit. It's the same thing if I see a random set of wheels on some forum post or something like that, I have to count the spokes. Or if I see a cassette, I have to count the number of teeth. Well, I usually try and check where the join is. And people like at Mavic, they usually put a little sticker over where the join is. So I was looking at this rim and I couldn't find the join. So they've actually, it almost looks seamless. I purposely waited for a day outside in the bright light, and I was looking, and you literally cannot find where the join is. It's that good. You know, I defy you to find the join after 2 minutes. You could bet someone $5 and you won't be able to find it. So it's pretty good quality. I was pretty impressed. So the other thing is, you know, it looks like a nice finish on the rim. It's matte on the inside and like a brushed sort of a finish there. The holes are drilled like, first off, they're offset slightly to one side to make room for either the cassette or the disc, depending on whether it's on the rear or the front. And also the rim hole, the spoke holes are drilled at an angle, you know, depending on which side the spokes go to. I once had a set of rims from Zip back in the year 2000 or something like that, one of their first 303 models, and they drilled the things perpendicular, and then the spokes come in at an angle and had to bend at quite an angle because that was a small 650C wheel as well. But such is not the case with this rim. So it's well made. It's got the offset spoke holes, and they're at an angle. Also, there's no like burrs on the, if you look really closely, you know, they're finished, the holes are finished very nicely. And this is one of the first rims that I've seen that they've drilled it first and anodized it afterwards, it looks like, because you can't see any silver on there. And you might say, well, what difference does that make? Well, actually, it might or it will prevent a bit of corrosion with the nipple, especially if you're using maybe brass nipples. So I like that feature, that they've actually anodized it after drilling it so that you get the coating between the rim core, if you like, and or the core of the wall and the spoke nipple. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with them, and that's all I really wanted to say. I look forward to building these wheels up. I haven't ridden them yet. I haven't, obviously, because it's not built yet, but it's just like a first look. Yeah. It's not often that I'm really impressed with something that's some sort of manufacturing quality, but I'm very impressed with the quality of these rims. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to say about them. Again, I reiterate that I like the fact that they come in low spoke drilling numbers, because previously companies like Mavic, you could only get the low spoke numbers if you bought their full wheels, the pre-built wheels, and then if you wanted to get the Mavic Open Pro or something, that wasn't really available in a low spoke drilling. So that's nice. Anyway, so that's my quick look at the Stan's Crest rim, and I'll let you know how it goes when I build up the whole wheel. Thanks for watching. Bye.